So I want to come in and talk to y'all, man. I ain't gonna be yelling and screaming because I got the prince in the back seat. Okay, so I ain't gonna be yelling. I'm gonna be talking loud, but I ain't gonna be yelling and shit. But I'm gonna talk loud though. But I wanted to come in and address what was announced today in regards to the NFL. The NFL is already making it clear that they have to postpone. They have canceled some shit. And that ain't good, man. That's not good. Okay? So if you didn't know, the first game of every season in preseason is always the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. And that's where they enshrine the new candidates for the Hall of Fame. And you always have a classic matchup, some kind of classic matchup in NFL history. And this year was supposed to be the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Dallas Cowboys. And that was supposed to be August 6th. Okay. And that's always our first taste of football. But unfortunately, man, this motherfucker named the Rona, man, coronavirus, has fucked it all up because now the NFL said they are canceling it, okay? There will be no Hall of Fame game, and the enshrinement of the new Hall of Fame candidates will not be happening until the unforeseeable future. There's no date on when that's going to be, man. And when I heard from that, and that was from Adam Schefter from ESPN, who all of us know, Adam Schefty knows what the fuck he's talking about, okay? So that's not good, man, at all, okay? That is the beginning of what the season looks like it's going to be, man. If they're canceling that, that is television revenue down the drain. That is everybody having an opportunity to get a bag, okay? But the key is, how is the NFL going to move forward, man? And this is what I think. This is my opinion. My opinion is the NFL they're going to extract games 1 week at a time, man. They really don't want to play a lot of preseason games at all, okay? I would be willing to bet that there ain't going to really be no preseason games, man. There may just be one. So they're just slowly starting to, it's just like a haircut. It's just like you had a haircut, shit. You had a lot of hair like I just did. Like I had a haircut finally after 4 months. I went and got my haircut, shit. As you can see, my shit is dapper than a motherfucker. But for 4 months, my shit was wild as shit. My shit was way just crazy. What happened? I said, man, just start taking it down. We can just go from there. I didn't have him just chop off all my shit. We gradually cut my shit down. And that's what the NFL is going to do. They're just going to gradually, they're snipping at the ends right now. They're just saying, okay, we're going to snip that. Okay, then we're going to see how everything's going to play out. Then they're going to get to the next preseason game. They're going to snip that. Okay, and as long as it's preseason games, man, I'm cool. But when it starts getting to the point where they're snipping off the preseason and they get to the regular season, you motherfuckers out there better get prepared that there's not going to be football the way that we imagine it, man. It's not looking good, man, as far as how this is going to play out. Now, Major League Baseball is trying to impose a 60-game season. That's good for baseball because 162 games in baseball is too fucking long, okay? Way too long. The NBA is trying to chop their season down, basically doing like a March Madness type of scenario, okay? Same situation. Football, man, those games really mean something. So to have them starting already now to start chopping off at the preseason, which we don't really give a fuck about anyway. But the key is, how is this going to play out, man? And as of now, it's not looking good, man, at all. It's not looking good. It's not looking like we're going to have either a full season or a season at all, or a season where there's not going to be any fans. And you know, and I know, I'm trying to be at the damn games and shit. I'm not trying to just watch it on TV. But if I have to watch it on TV, so be it. But the bottom line is, it's not looking good, man. It's looking like Corona is whipping everybody's ass, even to our football season. So I definitely just want to make that shit clear. That's major. Not having this game that we don't really care about, but I always watch it because it's fucking football shit, okay? But they're already starting to cut shit down, dude. And I'm just saying, if they can't figure this out coming up, man, we're going to start seeing games being chopped. And a lot of you guys out there, you're not old enough to remember when there was the 1980, what was it, 1983? The 1983 strike season where there was only 10 games, okay? Guys, you got a lot of y'all wasn't alive back when that shit was going on, when the NFL only had 10 games, okay? And the Super Bowl not being played and all that kind of shit, all right? So I just really want to make it fucking crystal clear that right now our NFL fandom is in jeopardy, okay? It's really not looking cool right now, all right? So that's something that we need to address. We need to figure this shit out. What we gonna do if there ain't no football, man? I can't even fathom that. I've never in my lifetime never had a football season. We had that strike-filled season, and then in '89 they almost did it, and then it happened again in '94. There's been a few different seasons where they threatened to strike, but in '83 or '84, I think, there was that 10-game season where they had to strike, okay? But they still had a football season. We might not have a football season, man. It's kind of like the writing is on the wall, but motherfuckers is trying to act like they don't see the shit, okay? So I definitely wanted to come in and say, man, we need to brace ourselves for the fact that we might not get a season, man. And if that happens, there's a lot of things that we're going to have to address, man. Everything changes up then. All the situations with who's being signed here and who got the franchise tag and who's this and what free agents are coming in and what rookies we got. All that shit's going to be crazy, man. Are these cats going to be getting paid? If there's no work, are they going to be getting paid? Like, there's a lot of factors, man, that we need to figure out, okay, as football fans and shit. All right? Like I said, it's not looking good, man. The NFL would not have canceled this shit if they thought they would be able to sustain a full season. And right now, not really tripping, but I'm going to keep my eye on it, and you should keep your eye on it, okay? Monitor this shit, man, because if it doesn't happen, you got to figure out another alternative of what to do, man. And I'm telling you, ain't nothing going to be better than not having football. That's going to be horrible, okay? So that's the first thing. Second thing is, once again, the man you love to hate the most, LeBron James. LeBron James has came out and once again installed himself into the business of what is happening in the NFL with Colin Kaepernick. He came out and said that the NFL owes Colin Kaepernick an apology due to the fact that he was the one that pretty much fell on the hand grenade and blew up his whole fucking career to only find out 4 years later that the NFL, without saying his name, is apologetic for all the shit that they did not pay attention to. And hate LeBron or love LeBron, I like the fact that LeBron James always says some shit, man, and he doesn't have to say nothing. He just bought a $57 million house here in LA, man. LeBron James bought a $57 million house that has the biggest pool in Los Angeles County. He doesn't have to talk about political issues, man. The dude doesn't have to do that, but he does that shit. And anybody that's going to speak on our behalf, I don't care about what fucking team he's on. I don't give a fuck about no 3-4 in the 3-6 in the finals. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man, because that's all on the court. Anybody can be critiqued in between the lines, okay? I don't care who you are. Even Michael Jordan has been critiqued this year in between the lines after the damn Last Dance, who is unequivocally the GOAT of basketball, unless your ass is stupid as fuck. But even then, He's been criticized. So if you could criticize Michael Jordan, any player in the history of sports can be criticized in between those lines. But outside of those lines, there's nothing to talk about when it comes to LeBron James, man. LeBron James is definitely somebody who is pushing the needle outside of the court, off the court, outside of the game. Okay? So I definitely agree with him, but the NFL's not apologizing to nobody, man. Why in the fuck would the NFL apologize to a motherfucker that they feel that they got rid of and it was beneficial to them? Now they're gonna just act like we're gonna apologize, but we ain't saying your damn name to apologize for what? You know what I'm saying? That's how shit works, man. That's how it works at your job. Okay? Just because you're right don't mean a motherfucker's gonna apologize to your ass. That don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? But I like the fact that LeBron always brings up some shit and he's never wrong. Okay? He's willing to get out here and deal with the bullshit. He's right. NFL should be apologizing to Colin Kaepernick. But how the hell does the NFL apologize to a cat that sued him and got a financial settlement for the collusion of not having him play in the first place? You're like, man, shit, man. You sue a motherfucking company or you sue somebody and you get a settlement. There ain't gonna be no apologies. The check is an apology, pretty much. But in the court of public opinion, if that was the case, why did Roger Goodell come out and apologize for the NFL owners to say that they handled the shit all wrong in the first fucking place? Okay? So that's what's up with that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, NFL season is in jeopardy. It's not looking good. I was looking at the glass half full. Now I may have to adjust my thinking and shit. We might be lucky if we get 10-game season. Okay? We need to have some kind of season. The NFL is going to lose billions of dollars, man, if they don't fucking play, man. This isn't, the NBA lost billions of dollars, but they ain't going to lose as much money as the NFL. The NFL revenues are off the chain. Okay, your team is going to suffer if there's not a season. It doesn't matter what team you like out of all the 32 fucking teams in the league. If there's not an NFL season and there's not a guaranteed bag coming from television revenue, from ESPN, from Fox, okay, from the NFL Network, okay, from CBS, those four right there, man, if they don't have a season, your team is going to suffer, man. Because that is a major form of revenue and shit. You're not going to buy enough jerseys and shit. What are you going to buy a jersey for? What are you going to buy a brand new hat for if there ain't no season and shit? Okay? So we need to really understand that it's not looking good. All right? Season's looking fucked up. All right? So I definitely want to come in, say that to you guys. And, hey, man, I don't know who the hell you pray to, man. You could pray to God. You could pray to Allah. You could pray to Buddha. You could pray to the damn coconut tree with the damn rock in the front yard. You could pray to the damn motherfucking lion at the zoo. Whoever the fuck you pray to, please pray that we're going to have a fucking football season, man. Because like I said, I have never in my entire life on this planet not had a fucking NFL season of some kind. I do remember the strike season that had 10 games, okay? And there was no Super Bowl played that year, all right? But we still had a season, okay? This time, who's to say, man? We may not get shit. And if we don't get something, I'm going to act a fucking fool, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I had plans. I was going to have my son sit next to me watching all the games and shit. And he was going to sit there, even though he wouldn't know what the hell's going on. I'll be explaining to him anyway. Sit next to me watching football with my son the first season that I'm eligible as a dad to watch football and ain't going to be no fucking football. Nah, dog. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. Okay. But I will say this. That canceling of that game ain't good, man. I was hoping. Football isn't like basketball, and even in the NBA, they're talking about playing down at Disneyland and playing in a bubble and all of that shit. These players, man, they don't want to fucking play. Okay? You got Kyrie Irving coming out saying he don't want to play. You got other players saying that they don't want to play. Okay? Because they feel that right now, the time is not for us to be playing sports. The time right now with the with the political aspect of what's going on with George Floyd and what's going on with the Black Lives Matter and what's going on with the protests and what's going on with all of that is superseding the sports. And for me, I understand, but I don't agree. Okay? It's like a job, man. Okay? These guys are already getting paid. That's the difference. If somebody told you your company was not going to be going, they were going to cancel work for the rest of the year for your company, you know damn well you wouldn't be, oh, cool, man, I'm all good with that. You'd be like, what the fuck, man? We're not getting paid. We're not getting a bag. We're not getting a check and all that shit. But the NBA players, their contracts are guaranteed. That's why Kyrie's saying what the fuck he's saying. That's why all these basketball players are saying what they're saying. I got respect for someone like Steven Jackson, former Spur shooting guard, you know, who coming out and saying we got more important things to do, but your bag's guaranteed. So whether or not they play or not, you're getting paid. Okay? But the problem is, what are we gonna do? Okay? Part of entertainment is having a responsibility to entertain those people who are putting bags in your motherfucking pocket. Okay? You supposed to be entertaining us and shit. Okay? That's your job. Your job is to take the edge off of us. But if your bag's guaranteed either way, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so easy for you to say, hey man, we don't feel comfortable and shit. Yeah, because your bag is already in the bank. Okay? Meanwhile, the rest of us, we got to figure out what the hell we're going to do. We don't have the luxury to sit back and not go to work. Okay? So that's what's going on with that. And then you got Malcolm Jenkins coming out saying football is a non-essential, it's a non-essential job and all that kind of shit. And I'm like, dude, since when has entertainment been essential? Okay? It's only essential in regards to morale and people's spirits and everything else. Okay, if that's the case, just end everything. No sports, no type of television. Imagine no Netflix, no fucking Disney Plus, no regular television programming, no reruns or nothing. Since that's the case, since entertainment is not a essential job, get rid of all the entertainment and watch how quick this whole country goes to hell in a handbasket. Watch how quick this whole country turns into the wild, wild west out here in this bitch. Entertainment is what's keeping motherfuckers from being on the street, just capping people, just hitting old ladies over the head and shit, and just doing any damn thing. Okay? Because at least if you got television, you can watch some TV and the cable's on and the internet's on. You got shit to do. Okay? So I don't want to hear that it's not an essential job. That's bullshit. Okay? We already know it's not an essential job. But if they say you need to line them up, you need to line them up, man. I want to hear that shit. I really don't. It ain't like you're in an environment where you know that those leagues, the NFL, the NBA, the Major League Baseball, those organizations are going to protect your safety far beyond what would happen at your regular job. Your job's not going to go through all the bells and whistles to make sure you're protected the way that the NFL is going to make sure those cats are protected, the way the NBA is going to do it. So, man, I just definitely want to come in and say, man, I don't want to hear none of that shit, but the season it's not looking good, man. I was trying not to believe that there won't be no season, but they're just going to start chopping the shit off week by week, man. Week one, and here's the thing. If they cancel the Hall of Fame game, the only fair thing to do is to cut the whole first week of preseason off. You don't want nobody to get a strategic advantage because they're able to get out there and run their plays and get out there and run against a defense that's trying to stop them, and the Cowboys and the damn Steelers don't get to play. That's an unfair advantage, an unfair competitive advantage. Okay, so you need to chop the whole first week off, which is fine with me. I really don't give a fuck, but I know how this works. They really had to come to a decision to chop the first week of games, or at least the first game. Okay. Next thing is going to be the next week. The next thing is going to be the third week of preseason. And then after that, I think it's fourth week. Then after that, week one. Okay? And it's not that far away, man. We are almost in July right now, man. It's not looking good, man. It's looking bad out here in these streets. And I'm not happy about the shit. Okay, so I just wanted to come in and say that shit. I'm gonna go through some of you guys' questions. Like I said, I'm not yelling and screaming and going crazy, man, because the prince is in the back seat. And even though I don't have to be quiet, I damn sure ain't gonna yell loud enough to wake his ass up. Okay, fuck all of that. All right. Bill Holloway, what's going on? Big Beezy. Tabitha, what's going on? Okay. Bryn Polydane in the house, man, out there in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Raw Rudy Wrangle, man. What's up, my brother? We chilling, man. Triple R. You know how we do it. Bill Holloway said nobody wanted to see them anyway. I did. It's football. You know, the first couple of series, like the first series and shit, man, we know it's just a scrimmage, man, but at least it just gets my blood boiling, because after summer, you know, you be like so caught up with, tired of baseball and so tired of it. Because right now, man, the NBA finals should be going on right now, okay? We should be in the NBA finals. It's June. All right. The NBA playoffs should be right now. We should be either in the Eastern and Western Conference finals or almost to the damn finals. I think it's almost the end of the month. We should be beginning the finals right now. Okay. But they're not even close to that. All right. So what do we got? Football. All right. I don't know what's going to happen, but whatever's going to happen, I don't like the shit so far. Okay. Sean Ted Gibson in the house. What's up, Sean? You know, I'm over there chilling, man. Got the boy in the back seat, man. He back there sleep. I'm not a quiet person, okay? Just to make it clear, let him sleep. He can sleep through all of my noise. I made sure of that shit, okay? I'm not being quiet. He's got to learn how to sleep in a noisy environment. That's why I can talk loud. He's dead to the count sleep, okay? Bryn Polydine said hi from Carlisle, England. I like the music. Hey, good to hear from you again, and thank you for your prayers earlier. Go Raider Nation. Hey, man, it's all about health. It's all about making sure you guys are going to be around and shit. Make sure you guys are still with these N95s or whatever mask you got on and shit. You might have to double up on those little thin-ass masks that you guys are buying from the little corner cat. You better double up on those motherfuckers. Okay, because right now, the shit is getting bad. It's getting worse. Now we're going to phase 2 and shit. Okay? Shit ain't going nowhere. All right? So I don't know how it's all going to play out, but I tell you something. It's not looking good, man. And I definitely want to see my team, the Raiders, play, but it don't look like that's going to happen at this point. John Hay in the house. What's going up there in Canada? Raider Nation. The France Forest in the house. Bill Holloway said, just think your all-pro quarterback gets the virus down 2 weeks. You may win with a backup. You lose your kicker for 2 weeks. You're probably going to lose 2 games. There's a thing, man. The whole injury, being on the IR, which is the injury list in the NFL, now has to include the Rona, man. That's crazy. That is crazy that you have to include that in being on injured reserve. That's nuts to me, man. That's nuts to me. To have a virus be something that detrimental that could just decimate your entire team. Rona's that powerful. Okay. John Hayes said, I remember that. That's because you OG. Okay. Raw Rudy Wrangle said, we can have a booster club and watch parties. I'll be fine. Me too, man. Okay, there's even rumors that the NFL is talking about pumping in noise from the Madden game, from EA Sports Madden, and just having the background noise playing in the background. And even the NBA is thinking about trying to use the NBA 2K background noise to have these guys play. Man, it doesn't matter to me, man. Like I said before, I remember a 10-game season in the NFL, and that season ended damn near in the middle of the year, and there wasn't no motherfucking Super Bowl. I remember that shit. Okay. Bill Holloway said, I'll go hunting. I know you will, Bill, because you ain't gonna sit around and cry over no NFL. That ain't you. Okay. John Hayes said the strike season was weird. Players came out of the woodworks to make teams full. Man, you're talking about scrubs on top of scrubs. Because during that time, John, they still had the USFL going on, that Donald Trump was an owner in with the New Jersey Generals, and you had all those scrub motherfuckers that were coming in playing on your favorite team and shit. You having CFL players and USFL players and players that did not make the league basically crossing the picket line and shit. I remember that shit, man. That wasn't a good time to watch football at all. It was bad, okay? Really bad, all right? Gary Ostrom in the house. Darren J. Thomas in the house. What's up, D? Up there in Seaside. Okay. John Hayes said, I'll lose my mind if the Raiders ain't playing, man. Hey, man, I'm going to lose my mind regardless. Because at the end of the day, man, it's not looking like we're going to have a fucking season, man. And with Dr. Fossey running around talking about that we're fools for this shit, and players talking about they trying to commit, they want to do mutiny on the bounty and talk about it's not an essential thing to do. Hey, man, turn in your fucking bag then. Okay? If you really believe in your calling, turn in your motherfucking bag. Stop trying to take a bag and rob us, and you get paid and you sit at the motherfucking beach and shit. Fuck that. Okay? Everybody got to earn their money. All right? Sheldon Smith in the house. Bill Holloway said, what college is football doing? I haven't heard anything. College football is going to gauge themselves off the NFL. Okay? College football ain't saying shit because they are even more dependent on television revenue than the NFL. They're way more dependent, man, because all those schools, all the ACC, the Pac-12, what is it? All those other leagues and shit. Okay, them Big Ten, all that. They need that. They need that television revenue, that local revenue. Those colleges, man, they need that. And I'll tell you this right now, man, it's not looking good. Okay. Rob Rudy Rango said, let's enjoy some Yankees baseball. You already know. But is Aaron Judge going to stay healthy and shit? Man, every year that cat gets hurt, man. That's the thing about Aaron Judge, man. Aaron Judge, man, we need to make sure we keep him healthy as shit, okay? Because we need to get our 28th chip. We need to get our 28th one of these, okay? Definitely. Yankees all day, okay? Bronx Bombers on mine, okay? Michael Mathis in the motherfucking house. And Cuts. What's up, Aunt Cuts? Hey, man, I don't know what we're going to do. We ain't got no football, man. It ain't looking good, dog. It ain't looking spiffy out here, okay? Darren Thomas said their jobs are not our jobs. Them basketball players can do what they want. Correct. Their contracts are guaranteed. Now, here's the problem, though. Right now, they may lose a third of their salary, okay? And that's one of the reasons why they're acting a fool right now, because they may lose a third of their salary based on the fact if they can't get these television revenues, then that's contingent with the NBA PA, the NBA Players Association. You ain't getting a bag, man. They're already talking about it. That's why a lot of the players are like, hey, man, let's just go ahead and play in the bubble and shit. Okay? But cats like Kyrie, who got big money, these dudes are trying to act like, man, it ain't good, man, to play. And you already got a big-ass bag. What about the rookies that are coming in the league? What about the cats like Ja Morant? What about the cats that like those guys? Or like the journeyman players who really need to get paid? You're Kyrie Irving, dude. You been got you're on your second or third big-ass contract, bro. You, Kevin Durant, all you cats don't even have to worry about no money. Okay, but the cats that are still trying to get their little $600,000 or $800,000 on the bench, they need a season, and that just goes to show you, man. Everybody is not looking out for you. Okay, they're not. Understand that shit. John Sullivan in the motherfucking house. MP Hood. Tony Dale in the house. Okay, Tony Dale says pray for football to come. I ain't too proud to beg, man. Man, this whole year has been so fucked up that we need some football. We need something, all right? And I'm going to tell you, man, to go all the way from August all the way up to February without no fucking football. It's a long time, man. No Thanksgiving football. No Christmas football. No New Year's playoff shit. No going at the end of the month of next year, 2021, and no February football Super Bowl. You see how much of a fool you're going to act. Okay? Darren Thomas said, Raider Nation, I want to see the Death Star. I'm telling you, I was for Christmas, I was in Vegas. Death Star looked dope as fuck, and even looks better now. But shit, if we can't go inside, I guess we'll just be driving down the 15 freeway looking over at the motherfucker. Okay? But right now, I'm not happy. They need to figure this shit out, man. What is the NFL going to do as a contingency plan? We got to have some fucking entertainment. All right? And the players who got money, they're the ones that saying, I don't feel comfortable, man. I don't feel comfortable being out there. How the fuck do you not feel comfortable? If you're playing in an environment where there's no players, no fans out there, and everybody you're playing against has been tested for COVID-19, and it's in a controlled environment, what's the fucking problem? They don't really want to fucking play. They don't really want to play football, man. It ain't like you're taking a risk. When you go to work, you're taking a risk. When you're doing what you gotta do, it's risky. But them guys is walking around in hazmat suits. Them dudes aren't even tripping. They like being in their mansions. They like being with their families and kids and shit. They like being with their Instagram models. I ain't hating, because if I was them, I'd say the same shit. They love being where they're at with their money coming in, and they're not having to do shit to get it. They don't have to train. They don't have to do two-a-days. They don't have to go to all these meetings. They don't have to do any of that. But at the end of the day, the problem is, what about the players that aren't sitting the way they're sitting? They ain't sitting the right way. Okay. Andy Sanchez in the house. Paul Betrez in the motherfucking house. Darren Thomas said they didn't call up He Hate Me into playing the NFL that season. Nah. Because that was way before the XFL. And we got somebody that just showed up. The Queen! What's up, babe?
What up?
What's going on? You got everything handled?
Yeah, I had the facts.
You had the facts to do all the fact shit?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take you over to the store over here and let you walk in there. I'm in here talking to everybody right now. Okay. All right. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that, man. You know, He Hate Me, man. I think he had one tryout, man, and I don't even think he made an NFL roster. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. Okay. Tony Dell says the Yankees got enough World Series titles. Man, hell no. Let me tell you something, Tony Dell. You know what I'm saying, man? Man, the Yankees in my lifetime have won like 9 championships and shit. All right? And the last time we won one was what? 2006 or something like that? Man, hell nah. We need to win more. Okay? See, when it comes to baseball, nobody want to talk to Raw Rudy Rango. They don't want to talk to us when baseball season rolls around. When football season, they want to talk about the Raiders only got 3 rings and blah, blah, blah. And then basketball, they want to. But about that damn baseball, they don't want to talk to us. There ain't nobody even close to the fucking Yankees. Shit. Okay? That's when people shut the fuck up when I say, well, what about baseball? Oh, well, shit, man. They don't want to talk. They don't want to talk when it comes to that shit. We need more titles, okay? Darren Thomas says that's real talk. If they don't play, the CBA deal's in jeopardy. It sure is. That's the problem. And you know what, Darren, what you just said? They don't want that. The collective bargaining agreement is going to get worse for these guys. Okay? If they don't play, the whole deal is ratified. It's done. That means they got to start over again and negotiate again. But you know what? These guys don't really, a lot of them, they to the point now where they're content. You look in your bank account, man, you got 60, 70 M's. You 29 years old. Shit. You living your best life. Man, you ain't really trying to get out there and train, man. It's all good. My money coming anyway. But that CBA deal, Chris Paul needs, and he's the head of the NBA Players Association. And guess who's the vice president? Kyrie Irving. You got the damn vice president trying to say, let's not play, man. That's stupid. Okay. Tony Dell says, oh God, let there be football. Like I said, whoever you pray to, if you pray to the damn trash can, your motherfucking ass needs to pray to the trash can. We have some football. Okay. Tony Dell says, I watch college football, aka my Miami Hurricanes. Like I said, the NCAA football season is contingent upon the NBA season. The NFL season, excuse me. We'll see. I'll be very happy to sit up and watch my USC Trojans and shit. But at the end of the day, that ain't the NFL. Okay? John Sullivan says the players who got paid won't. Correct. But in the NFL, they won't. That's why the NFL players aren't really saying anything. Because the NFL, they're not the NBA, okay? The NFL, you got to show up. See, the NFL is a real job. Your ass got to show up to get a bag in the NFL, okay? And if you don't play a certain amount of games, those signing bonuses can be recouped like you have a record contract or some shit. They're not playing. But the NBA, That's why I say the NBA's got it going on, man. Never feel sorry for an NBA player that got a big-ass contract that gets hurt. Their money's guaranteed, man. Whether they play or not, whether they're sorry or not, whether they fall off or not, they're getting paid. That's just how it goes in the NBA, and that's why Kyrie's like, shit, give me my $25 million. I could just sit home in New Jersey and just chill. I don't feel comfortable with the shit. See how easy it is? I don't feel comfortable, man. But the money gonna come regardless. Okay? But that collective bargaining agreement is gonna be all bad. Right? They're gonna make you guys do stuff that you're not gonna be able to do. All the shit that you guys like the NFL is allowing everybody to smoke weed now. They said you give us a 17th game, like they're gonna start next year. The 17th game, regular season, we'll let you guys smoke some herb. Man, they don't have no season, man. They're going to take that away. You're going to have to fight for that again. The revenue that you guys got was like an additional 3 or 4% of the television and jerseys and merchandising monies. You got to renegotiate that shit. So like I said, man, it doesn't bode well for these guys. Okay. Tony Dell says, who's my wife's baseball team? My wife's from Baltimore, Maryland, man. She's Orioles. You know what I'm saying? My wife was born in Baltimore City, not Baltimore County. She's Baltimore all day. She's a Baltimore Ravens. She's a Baltimore Orioles. That's how it goes. But she ain't fucking with me in no damn football because my Raiders got more rings than her. And she ain't fucking with me on no damn baseball because she's not even close to hitting no damn 27 rings in baseball. Understand that. She knows that shit, okay? But, and plus, Babe Ruth, it was born in Baltimore, okay? Understand that shit too, okay? Valencia Argan in the house. What's going on, girl? Roger Hook's in the house, man. What's up, Raj? Just sitting here just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's it, man. It's a little slow on the timeline today, you know. But, hey, I came in. I said what I needed to say, and it doesn't matter how many people show up. A lot of people show up later. But at the end of the day, man, it's not looking good for the NFL right now. I'm not happy. I'm looking at the glass half empty for the first time. If they're cutting games, that is going to be revenue generating games. They're definitely up against the wall. They're not going to get the clearances. Like I was saying, man, unless the NFL decides to play in one strategic location in a state like Florida, and they say, look, we're going to take, see, this is what I would do. I would take the 3 teams that are in Florida, and Tony, you're down there. Tony Dale, you're in Florida, okay? I'd take Miami Stadium, Miami, Tampa, and the Jaguars, and I would just play an entire season in those 3 stadiums, okay? Every team has to play in those stadiums, but the problem is the home field advantage for the Dolphins, the Buccaneers, and the Jaguars. They still got home field advantage, but at the end of the day, what other neutral site can you guys play at? They'd have to maybe play like at Miami Hurricanes, but I think the Miami Hurricanes play in Dolphin Stadium, or maybe they could play down there in the swamp down there with the University of Florida or something. But they got to play in a state where everything is lax, and Florida's lax. That's why their corona count has jumped up, okay? Because they've been too lax. So we'll see how it all plays out, man. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Like I said, man, chilling. You know, I just want to come in. Heard that news. I wasn't happy with it. And I'm not happy that it's not looking good. Don't be surprised we don't have no football season, man. Then you're really going to have to talk to your wife. Then you're really going to have to talk to your baby mama. Then you're really going to have to spend time with your motherfucking kids. Then you're really going to have to fucking do more work. You're going to fucking have to find things to do. You're not going to be able to use football as a way to get out of anything. Okay? Oh, the game is on right now. I'll do it later. Nah, your honey-do list, you're going to be doing the shit out of that. Okay? I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. If there ain't no football, I need excuses. I ain't trying to be available all the time. Do this, do that. Can you reach up and get this? Can you go down there and get that? Can you clean this up? Can you clean that up? Can you pick this up? Can you repair this? Can you repair that? Can you go to the store? Can you do... Nah, man. Because when football's on, my wife knows. Football's on. Do not bother me unless it's something to eat. Unless it's something that's going to happen during halftime, or if it's going to happen on the commercials. She already knows that. But if there's no football, what the fuck am I going to do, man? Better start trying to block that shit out now, fellas. You better try to figure out how the hell you're going to get away with the shit that you've been getting away with using football. You're not going to, oh, man, going to the homie's house to watch the game. You ain't going to be able to use that. Oh, man, I'm going to go down to B-Dub, Buffalo Wild Wings. No, you ain't going to be able to do that. And if you were using football as a way to get out the house so you could do some extracurricular shit, you definitely ain't going to be able to do that. So I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with you motherfuckers out there. John Sullivan said, DirecTV gave us customers free NFL ticket, so you better get some football. That's dope. Okay? But I'm going to tell you this shit right now. I had DirecTV, the NFL ticket for like 3 or 4 years, man. And guess what? Man, them motherfuckers was started. They gave it to me free the first year. And then after that, they started charging. Damn near a fucking car note. I was paying like $270 something a month for fucking DirecTV and shit. I'm like, man, and then they wouldn't even play all the games because of me being here in LA. There was certain type of rules that you couldn't play certain games, and I had to go online and find the games. And I'm like, shit, I go online and see any game. Why the fuck am I paying you guys $270 something a month? Don't make no sense. Okay, that's just me. All right. Tony Dale said, tell the Prince to sleep during football. Hey, man, the Prince is doing what he wants to do, man. That's what princes do. But guess what? He ain't doing what he wants to do over me because his ass is in the back seat and I'm talking loud as hell. And he ain't waking up, okay? Because he already knows. You gonna sleep. I'm the king. You're the prince. You gotta fucking sleep with me talking. That's just how that shit goes. John Sullivan says, yeah, you're right. Hey, man, I'm just being honest with you, man. I wish I had all the money that I gave their DirecTV. I wish I had every cent of that shit back right now because it was in the thousands, man. It was in the thousands. My wife's like, are you sure this is worth it? I'm like, yeah. Shit, it's football. Then the game come on. Due to area restrictions, this game will not be televised. I'm like, what? I thought I got all the games. Nah. We still taking your $275 though. Said, okay, let me figure this shit out. Now I go online, I see every game. I have not missed any games. None. I'll hook up 4 or 5 of my computers and I will watch every game. Put it on a big screen, all that shit. I'll be watching 4 or 5 games at a time. For free. For free. Fuck that. Okay. Michael Mathis says, you and the family be safe and enjoy the day. Hey, Mike, appreciate you, brother. I'm definitely going to do that. Trying to stay safe and sane out here. But unfortunately, sometimes you got to go outside. That's why I'm in the car, AC blasted, son's in the back, wife done went into the store, and that's how we do it. We ain't all going in the store at the same time. Shit, fuck that shit. We ain't doing that. I'll be in the car, AC on, lock the doors, car running. Boy in the back and got the mirror. I can look at him. He's still dead to the world sleep. She's in the store. When she comes out the store, I'm going to back up, and then I'm going to pull the fuck out, and we're going to go where we got to go next. Tony Dale said, football plus HD red zone, leave me alone. Correct. I'm trying to tell you, man, but guess what? Without a football season, none of it matters. And Tony Dale says till halftime. All right, man, love all y'all out there, man. Hope everything's cool with you guys, man. Stay sucker-free, stay corona-free. But football's not looking good, man. Like I said, y'all better start hitting y'all knees and pray to whoever you got to pray to make sure we got football. All right, man. Love y'all. Salute.